Narrative for everyone. 3 points on opening day.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured and close to their best.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler, with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him is a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Moreno. Alvarez. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Romero. Drives it towards the front. Into the channel. He's got options out wide. Referee's given a throw. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Romero. Paredes. Forward it goes. Moreno. And Martinez! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Alvarez. Lobs it in gently. Lovely bit of skill there. Timely intervention. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that has been cleared. A really good feat. And it's Herrera. Gorgeous control there. Pins it out wide. Big chance! No, not this time.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Mexico get it back again. Herrera. Moreno. Moreno plays it forward. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Romero. Tagliafico. Tagliafico drives it forward. Tagliafico tries to get it forward quickly. Gomez. Di Maria. Goes for goal! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ball's out on the left now. Gets away from his opponents. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Time to deliver. Puts in a cross. Romero is there and he can get that clear. Messi absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Cut out in the nick of time. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Moreno does well there, alert. Herrera. Lozano. Herrera. Tagliafico. Otamendi. Romero. Paredes. Hoists it forward. And it's Di Maria. Paredes plays a clever pass, and he's there to clear it. Defending of the desperate variety. Lozano. Moreno. Herrera. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Romero. Otamendi. Goes direct to the front line. Battles to win it back. Herrera. Lozano. Herrera, over to the left. Hoists it high. The referee has given a corner. Oh, smart save. Lovely bit of skill. Di Maria. Romero. Has he found his man? Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Moreno. Just brushed off the ball there. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Moreno, and it's played forward. That's the throw. Lofted into the middle. And it's Alvarez. Herrera. Alvarez. Out towards the flank. Plays it over to the other flank. Alvarez spreads it towards the left. Played out to the right, and help's available out wide.
Argentina clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And here's Messi. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hoists it forward. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
Mexico have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Lozano.
Lozano really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
And here's Martinez. Tagliafico. Tagliafico not easily shrugged off the ball. And here's Di Maria. And here's Di Maria.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gets it back. Romero gets it away. Gets it back. That'll be a throw. And it's Herrera. Oh, shooting chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gomez. Tagliafico. Tagliafico with the crossfield ball. And here's Messi. Gomez. And it's played forward. A real chance to break. Herrera. Lozano. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And it's Herrera. Has a goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Mexico really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
And it's been taken short. Forward it goes. Messi. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Gomez looks to get on the end of this. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gomez. Messi plays it out to the wing. Cross from Gomez. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Moreno drives it forward. Otamendi. Romero. Otamendi. Romero. Well, that's where he wants it. Moreno positions himself well and cut. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Moreno. 0-0 still. Lack of chances though.
Yeah, and it's been like a breath of fresh air to their attack. I think that switching of flanks has finally created a new and for me, much more dangerous dimension.
Decent ball. Herrera has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cleared away. Alvarez. Herrera. Shoots! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Has got rid of that. Martinez battles to win it back. Otamendi. Paredes. Otamendi. Otamendi plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's been levered clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Forward it goes. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's Messi. Gomez. Lozano drives it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Otamendi cuts it out. Romero. Otamendi. Romero gets into the right position to intercept. Messi gets into a dangerous position. Hoists it forward. Herrera. Herrera. Alvarez. Well played, he saw that coming. Messi. Romero. Di Maria. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Gomez. Tagliafico. And it's Messi. And here's Martinez. Martinez!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Out to the left it goes. Pumps it into the area.
Mexico have been pretty good down that left side, you know. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Otamendi. Paredes. Otamendi. Paredes. And it's played forward. Di Maria. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Alvarez. Lozano. Lozano! He's left his man. Chance to cross here. He's on his way. Martinez plays it out to the wing. Oh, sweet feet. Whipped in. That's a brilliant interception. Lozano. Tries to get it forward quickly. Moreno. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Good clearance and very necessary. Alvarez. Herrera. Alvarez. Herrera. Lozano. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Lozano. Martinez. Lozano. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Lozano provides an outlet. Romero gets rid without sophistication. That is terrific skill. Tries to switch the play. He's made sure that that won't get through. Lozano. Martinez. Herrera. Lozano. Gomez goes looking. Herrera. Over to the left. Oh, that's neat. Tagliafico attempts a clearance. And it's Herrera. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Defending of the desperate variety. What an adventurous run from a defender. Gets up to head it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Hoists it forward. Di Maria. And here's Messi. He's away. He's gone for it.
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
He gets past his man. Out to the right. Going through. Lozano gets it into the middle. Herrera. Lozano. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Now it's Messi, and here's Martinez.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Lozano switches it towards the other side. Di Maria. Paredes. He'll hit it! He can get that clear. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Has a hit! Away from immediate danger.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And it's got through. And he's there to clear it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Di Maria. Tagliafico. Otamendi. Gomez. Messi. Gomez. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Otamendi looks to bypass the midfield. Herrera. Lozano. Herrera loses his balance and loses the ball. Romero. Paredes. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Forward it goes. Alvarez. Let's put a stop to that. Di Maria. Argentina can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Now, can he capitalise? Herrera. Lozano. Oh, really good feet from him. Played back in, and he's cut it out. And it's Herrera. Alvarez. And out to safety. Throw it. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's played forward. Messi. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Di Maria. Tries to get it forward quickly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hoists it forward. And he's going long. Here it comes. And it's Gomez. Tagliafico. Done very well to intervene. Herrera making use of the space out wide. Swept in. Tries to get it clear. Moreno. Herrera. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Messi plays it out to the flank. It's come loose. Oh, that's nice. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Great reaction! And the defence can get it clear. And Messi! It's broken loose! Moreno. Hoists it forward. Otamendi. Romero. Oh, good interception. And it's Messi. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. Lozano. Lozano battling down that right flank. Gomez. Otamendi. Gomez. Otamendi. Messi pushes to get on the end of it. Di Maria. And here's Martinez! Argentina have it back and they can go again. Romero. Paredes. And it's Messi. Messi. And Messi! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Moreno. Well, that's where he wants it. And it's been taken straight back. Herrera tries to get it forward quickly. Martinez. Tries to locate someone up front, and he's there to cut it out. Lozano. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. He's made sure that that won't get through. Romero. Score not really a true reflection of what's been a pretty open game. Tagliafico. And it's Di Maria. Plays it out to the wing. Tagliafico. And here's Gomez. And here's Martinez.
Martinez really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Just brushed off the ball there. Gomez. Paredes. Otamendi. Otamendi gets it out to the wing. And that's been paid to a promising move. He's off on a marauding run. Gets wrestled off the ball. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. That intervention was very necessary. Breaks on here. Herrera. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it?
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
He's through, now is he in? Nicely controlled. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And they've been caught out here. Paredes. Romero plays it forward. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Forward it goes. Herrera. Across the field it goes. Romero. Paredes. Hoists it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Herrera plays it out to the flank. Lovely feet. Lozano. Herrera. Beautifully done. He's had a shot! Great effort, but no way through. Herrera plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Aimed in towards the centre. Di Maria tries to switch the play. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Herrera. Lozano. Herrera. Lozano looking to run onto it. Otamendi. Di Maria. Hoists it forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Moreno. Alvarez. And it's played forward. Over to the left. Well played, he saw that coming. Looking for space out wide. Corner. And it's been taken short. Hit into the middle. Keeper's ball. Romero. Paredes. Otamendi. Romero. Romero goes looking. And it's Messi. Messi! He's pulled off a fine save.
Messi really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Messi with the short one. Paredes. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Herrera. He goes long. Gomez. Otamendi. Otamendi plays it forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Alvarez. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, nice touch. Alvarez. Gomez. He's got away. Paredes. Otamendi. Paredes. Di Maria. Romero. Romero drives it forward. Herrera. Lozano. Messi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Mexico have a free kick. Look at the defender bombing forward. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gomez. Tagliafico. And it's Messi. Gomez. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Up he gets! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Moreno. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he has been fouled there. Herrera, got a shot away! Oh, that's a waste.
Mexico really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Well positioned to make that interception. Alvarez. Deep into stoppage time. Plays it long. He's got options out wide. Moreno does well there, alert. Looks to clip it forward. Played into space out wide. Alvarez. Herrera hoists it forward. Lozano gets into a good position. Lozano's cross. Alvarez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How would you review the first half?
Argentina worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that, a bit more variation from here.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Already up and running for the second half.
Argentina clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
And it's Raul. Raul. It's on a plate. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. That's gone a long way up and away. Martinez. Gomez. Tagliafico. Good ball, it's found its target. Keeps everyone guessing. Messi. Paredes. Messi. Battles to win it back. And now the breakaway. Back to the keeper and go again. And it's Herrera. Di Maria. Tagliafico. And it's played forward. Tagliafico. And it's hoisted clear. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Played out to the right. Herrera. Alvarez. Mexico getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Romero. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Gomez. Forward it goes. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Herrera. Raul. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Herrera. And here's Herrera. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper sends it forward. Di Maria. It's a loose ball. Out to the right. And it's Di Maria. He's dealt with that well. Paredes. And he's there to hoof it away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Tagliafico. Gomez. And there's a long ball. And that's been levered clear. Lozano with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really...
And Martinez! Oh, nearly. Tagliafico does well to read it and intercepts. Otamendi. Paredes. Romero goes looking. Herrera. Raul.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Di Maria. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Raul. Crossed in. He's there to get rid. Gomez. Tries to get it forward quickly. Di Maria. And here's Di Maria. Tagliafico. Paredes. And here's Gomez. Good take. Messi! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Lozano. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And here's Raul. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Moreno. Di Maria. Messi looks to get on the end of this. Moreno. Herrera. A really good feat. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Here's a corner, good chance. Played it short. It's got through and turns and hits one. Oh, that is very close.
Lozano brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Defending of the desperate variety. Gets it back. And it's Messi. Cleared without complication. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Moreno. Forward it goes. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And that's been won straight back. Di Maria. Paredes. Dashing forward at pace. Raul. Jimenez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Otamendi. Messi is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Gomez. Romero. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Moreno. What a throw in. And it's Messi. Alvarez with a definite foul there. Moreno plays it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Di Maria. Romero. Raul. Hit long and direct. The referee's awarded a free kick. Paredes is there to heave it away. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Alvarez. And here's Raul, loses his balance and loses the ball.
Raul Jimenez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cuts it out. Lozano can't get the better of his opposite number. And here's Martinez. Gomez. Gets wrestled off the ball. Chance! There's the shot! Hoists it forward. Herrera. And it's played forward. Done very well to intervene. Tagliafico. And here's Martinez.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And he's on a charge. Looks to drop one in. Repelled by the keeper. Tagliafico. Otamendi goes looking.
Messi really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
And it's Raul. Herrera with the crossfield ball. Gorgeous control there. Can he deliver? Forward it goes. Gomez plays it forward. And he's on his way! Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. And here's Martinez! He's done very well to get to that.
Martinez simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And he just whacks it away. Swung over. And back out it comes. Paredes. Shapes to shoot. No, he's missed it.
Argentina seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
Alvarez tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. Looks to set one up. Well read, he sorted that out. Tagliafico. Hoists it forward. The score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. And here's Raul. Paredes gets it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Martinez. He hits it. Moreno. Paredes. Otamendi. And it's Gomez. Martinez. Tagliafico. Promising cross. Timely intervention. Real chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Clears it out of harm's way. Otamendi. Paredes. Di Maria. Messi. And here's Martinez. Martinez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Over to the left. And it's Herrera. Just brushed off the ball there. Nice touch. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Romero. And it's played forward. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Otamendi. Romero. Paredes. Otamendi. Otamendi goes looking. And that's a throw-in. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Paredes. Di Maria. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Messi. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Messi! That is gorgeous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Argentina break the deadlock.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Jimenez plays it out to the flank. And it's Alvarez.
Mexico showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Looks to dink one in. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Plays it out to the wing. Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, that's nice. Gets the better of his man. It's anyone's ball. Lozano plotting from out on the right-hand side. No way through there. Martinez. Could go all the way here. Decent progress down the left. Tagliafico floats one over. Finds himself eased off the ball. Paredes. Martinez has been caught there, it's a foul. Gomez. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Alvarez. Out to the left it goes. Goes long. Looking for space out wide. Moreno does well to read it and intercepts. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Cut out in the nick of time. They've managed to get it away. Oh, that's neat. There's the delivery. Tagliafico. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Romero. Di Maria. Hoists it forward. Danger averted for now. Messi gets it out to the wing. He's gone for goal! Herrera. Forward it goes. Lozano switches it towards the other side. Goes for the cross.
Mexico are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
Herrera. Tagliafico. Gomez. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Hoists it forward. Herrera. Plays it over to the other flank. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Moreno positions himself well and cuts it out. Herrera plays it out to the flank. Otamendi. Paredes. And it's played forward. And it's Raul. Of course, taking to the field for the first time in this. Raul. He's played him through. Argentina have a free kick. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Ochoa somehow saves it. Gomez. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Otamendi. Otamendi goes looking. Di Maria has given away a free kick. Now it's Messi. Gomez. Herrera battles to win it back. Lozano. Herrera. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Just about up to 75 minutes. Cuts it out. Moreno. Moreno plays it forward. Alvarez. Romero tries to get it forward quickly, and that's been levered clear. It's Di Maria. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Romero. Tagliafico crosses it once more. Well played, he saw that coming. And here's Martinez. And here's Messi. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Argentina are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
And it's Raul. Played out to the right. Oh, really good feet from him. Alvarez. Tries lifting it over. Lozano. Now the cross. Hoists it forward. Martinez. Otamendi. Romero. Di Maria. Forward it goes.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And it's Raul. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. Paredes. And it's played forward. Alvarez. Lozano. Tries to switch the play. He's looked long this time. Played into space out wide. So who's he picking out? And he's whipped it in low.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's put it on the right now. What's on? Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The defence can get it clear. And here's Martinez. Can he dig out another chance? Oh, and that should have been two.
Di Maria was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Herrera, out to the right. Lozano. Lovely bit of skill. Played into the middle. Romero with the clearance.
Mexico are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Lozano, across the field it goes. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Herrera. Has a pop! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
To get it forward quickly. And Martinez! Should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there. Mexico are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
That's a throw. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Alvarez. Herrera. Otamendi. Romero. Messi gets into a dangerous position. Lozano. Herrera spreads it towards the left. Argentina leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Ball's loose, who's getting there? In it comes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Otamendi. Forward it goes. Over to the left. And it's Gomez. It's a loose ball. Pings it out wide. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Argentina are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Paredes plays it out to the flank. And that's been levered clear. And the weighted pass. Defence has got rid of that. Away from immediate danger.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, that's where he wants it. Gets wrestled off the ball. Paredes. Gomez. Tagliafico. Otamendi. Otamendi drives it forward. And here's Raul. Raul. And the shot! So close to drawing level.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
Gomez with the crossfield ball. Just wouldn't be beaten there. Gomez. And here's Martinez. Messi. He'll have a go. Oh, he's managed to miss it. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. Argentina are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
It's come loose. And it's Alvarez.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Messi gets it back. Paredes hoists it forward. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And here's Correa. Correa's cross. Clears it out of harm's way.
Argentina certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Going through. And here's Raul. And he heaves it forward.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Goes long. Gets into some space. Needs a quality cross. Alvarez. Mexico goes for it. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Correa. Messi. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. Nicely controlled. Raul. Raul. Now it's Herrera. Herrera! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Oh, good interception.
Argentina can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Herrera. Lozano. A buccaneering run from the defender. One good cross, maybe the last chance.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Otamendi tries to switch the play. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Gomez. Di Maria. And it's Di Maria. Messi. Tagliafico. Otamendi. Paredes. Romero. Romero goes looking. Here's the through ball. Has a pop! Just off target. Argentina making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Acuna goes for the cross. Firmly met. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Argentina probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Moreno. And it's played forward. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Moreno. Ball's gone out of play. Cleared away. Herrera. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Lozano. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there.
Acuna.
And help's available out wide. Alvarez concedes a free kick for that. And it's Romero. 4 added minutes on the board. It's gone for a throw-in. Alvarez. Herrera. Hit long and direct. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's going long, and it's got through. Heads it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Palacios is there, and he can get that clear. Correa.
Acuna. Tagliafico.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Alvarez. Deftly done. Romero. Paredes.
Tagliafico.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Acuna.
With a delicate ball. Palacios gets it back. And here's Messi. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Herrera plays it forward. Alvarez spreads it towards the left. Lovely bit of skill there. Nice one too. Herrera. It is now or never. Time is against them. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Palacios. Tries to get it forward quickly. Romero. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Lozano. That's a throw. Paredes.
Tagliafico. Acuna.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Pretty much the ideal start. A win on the first day, and a platform on which to build. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they've laid down a marker with such a good opening win, and they're saying to the rest of the group, we're intent on staying at the top. On this evidence, I think there's every chance too.